No, we're recording. Oh, wait a second. Let me start over.
Oh God, son of a bitch.
Wait, no, I can make it work. All right.
Oh
We got
man,
it. We got
Oh, that made me tingle inside a
man,
little
we
bit.
are back, dude.
Yeah.
Jeez, we're not dead. We're not in jail, and we're not kidnapped. We're still here.
I wish I was kidnapped. That'd be kind of fun.
it. Might be.
We kidnapped by two big black guys.
No,
That sounds like a
big
fantasy
black
now.
girls. How about
Oh,
that?
I mean, yeah, girls, yeah, because
that
know.
might be fun.
dicks, disgusting.
Well,
Anyways, we're back. Name's Lalo.
do I have a name? Oh yeah, I do have a name.
For some reason, I can't. Oh, wait a second. Never mind. Yeah, keep going.
I think we decided to call me Rocha last time
Yeah, just Roger.
Yeah, because
because there's two Davids.
Yep, he's back. By the way,
Oh yeah,
he's back.
Yes,
Back in black. He's
You
wearing a
guys-
black shirt
you
and a
guys
black
had
hat.
A couple podcasts when I decided to dip out, huh?
No, we kicked you out.
Nah, it was.
We were sick of
yeah,
your
it was over.
bullshit.
Yeah, we were done.
Yeah, actually, I took off because I was starting to take on barber school and everything at the time. I was like, and you guys were so gung ho about doing podcasts like every fucking week. I couldn't keep up with you guys.
Oh, God forbid. Like, you can't do a podcast.
I know. I wanted
an
to.
hour.
My mind can only focus on so much.
No, I understand
So
that.
I was like,
Mental-
No. It's his polite way of saying he'd rather cut like strangers' hair than actually talk with us.
Yeah. If you know what, if I could, I'd do a podcast while I'm cutting hair. That'd be dope. Be like, hey, and then you're recording the person you're talking to, or you're cutting, and you get it. It's like,
No, I get you.
it's-
Yeah, yeah.
amount
It's in the
times-
chair podcast, you know. Zzz.
Hey guys,
I usually
it's
fall
your boy
asleep on the
DJ
chair, man.
Cuts.
Rocha cuts.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and smash that notification squad.
Yeah. You want a clean cut? Come to Rocha Cuts.
Cheap
Actually,
plug.
just call me because we'll come to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I've been doing house calls.
Oh, dude, that's dope. Think about it. Back in the day, like, doctors used to go to house calls. Now
Yeah.
we have, like, barber house calls.
Little House on the Prairie style.
I think-
Come with a little leather bag.
Did you know,
You're coming back to the old school, and I think that's dope.
back in the day, barbers used to be more than just a barber. They were like
Oh, yes.
fucking
They were-
surgeons
they're-
and
yeah.
shit. They would actually, they would draw blood
Yeah.
from people that would come in. That's why, the barber pole, it's like,
Yeah.
it's got a swirl of the red and blue. Well, it used to just be red, and that would signify that they would take blood there.
Yeah, I heard that somewhere.
Yeah.
Imagine back in the day though, like if you were a doctor and like you were treating a patient with like polio or something like that, you'd wait like 6 months just to get treated.
Yeah.
Like you'd probably be dead. Like, hey, I think I have polio. Could you come over? The doctor's like, I'll be there in
Yeah,
10 weeks because I'm going on stagecoach.
Yeah, and then you send the pigeon. And he knows the pigeon's going to take, like, 2 days to get there. So it's like, yeah.
Relying on a fucking pigeon to send notes.
And then you can always just get, you show up late to the house and just like, oh, they must have shot the pigeon. Like, that's
Imagine-
the excuse. I came too late.
Imagine like dating life back in the day when you're sending messages via pigeon. If you don't get a reply in 3 days, it's kind of like normal. Like
the
now-
pigeon must have died.
the pigeon must. Yeah.
The pigeon
Nowadays-
got lost.
Nowadays, those messages, if they're not replied within a minute, you're fucking dead yourself.
Dude, don't even think about
But-
opening it. The person on the other end could see you open it.
See, back in the day, life was much easier back in the day via pigeon, bro. Dude.
Yeah, I think. Are we voting on this? We all go.
I think
for-
we
go
should
back
just-
to pigeons.
I think we should just
Yeah.
I think we should just like fuck our phones and throw them in the river and be like, yo, I only communicate via pigeon.
Dude.
Hey, what's your email? Like,
Oh, you see that gray pigeon with 1 foot?
Yeah.
That's me.
That's my boy right there. That's
Bring some Vienna sausages.
that's Tito. That's
I've had those
before.
before. I've tried those.
Vienna sausages? Yeah, I had them as kids.
What are they? Vienna?
Vienna sausage.
Don't they come in like a little jar?
They,
or
yeah,
a
the
can
little
or
sealed.
something?
It's like a jar, can. You get.
They look like little hot dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're not.
but
I
they're.
kid you not. Like,
What is it?
I don't
It's
know.
it's that mystery meat.
Mystery meat.
Yeah,
You know, I
Like
used
Spam?
to.
ingredients is like just like dot.
Yeah, it's just, it's like even though it's just like,
To be determined.
ingredients like, oh, thank you for choosing Vienna sausages.
thank you.
I know Asian people like those Vienna sausages.
Dude,
a
I
lot.
used to dig them, and then like I got older, and I was like, oh, let me try these. Like I used to, and now I'm just like, what the, like,
What?
Why did I eat the shit out of these?
What?
Like these are, what's going on here? Like now I'm just. Now adult mode is like, what's the nutrition on it? What is now? Yeah,
It's like why did my parents hate me for making me eat this? They wanted to kill me.
And I used to get down with them back in the day. Now I kind of can't eat them the way I used to.
Yeah, dude. That and like Spam.
I love Spam.
To this day,
yeah.
I've been wanting to get a can of Spam and
like, I'm with you on that.
And like try eggs.
I
Put it
fuck
at
with
eggs.
Spam still.
I don't even. Yeah, you still fuck with Spam?
Yeah.
That's
and
weird,
we're just
bro.
out here
That's weird.
We're fucking up, dude.
You know what's crazy though? That like
Spam in our lives.
nobody talks about it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go home after a hard day's work or going from the gym. Yeah, I'm gonna turn on the oven, or you know what? I'm gonna turn on the microwave, rip open a can of Spam.
You don't microwave.
Slice that bitch up.
No, see now you're making.
I've never microwaved any Spam in my life.
I'm just saying because I was a kid the last time I had Spam, so I don't remember how you cook. I knew you cook it on the stove top, but who knows? You know, people make different shit up.
I've seen like people do some weird like mystery meat like where they, I don't know. They
just throw shit in a casserole.
Yeah, in a weird casserole, and I thought it was weird because I've always had it sliced and fried, and that is the way to have it.
Mm-hmm.
Sliced and fried.
Like I've tried it with thin slices and on just on some regular white bread, whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could get a nice chunky slice. It's like a Spam hamburger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, use that as a patty.
Yeah.
You know your life's fucked when you're making those for yourself.
Oh, you know what? Have you guys seen this?
this?
I forget what the channel's called. I think it's called Munchies, maybe, but it's on YouTube, and the guy makes it. It's called the egg slut sandwich.
Ooh.
You ever heard that?
No.
But it has Spam in it. It has those Hawaiian buns you get during like.
Oh, the Hawaiian rolls, the king
Hawaiian
rolls.
rolls, yeah. You know what I'm talking about? They're like kind of sweet.
Those king
He
rolls.
uses like 4 of those for one sandwich, and he puts a couple slices of fried up ham, and some fucking egg, and he makes his own pickled cucumber bullshit. I don't know, or what is that shit called? No, yeah, I think it's pickled cucumbers. Those pickles, basically.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pickles, bro.
Yeah, but it's like they're not just circles; they're like shredded.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, damn dude, egg slut sandwich. Check it up on YouTube.
Is that like relish or something?
Huh?
Are you talking about relish?
No, it wasn't relish.
Oh,
no,
okay.
no.
You said cut up. All right. Yeah, anyways, yeah.
It was more like strings of cucumber that he pickled a little bit for a little bit.
Strings of cucumber. Okay, relish comes to mind, kind of, but
that's what I thought when you said
is
it was
like
cut
diced
up.
up, but it's minced.
Yeah, that's just minced and like.
What isn't relish like onions or something like that?
Relish?
Or no.
Relish is like
green. It's a little pickle, isn't it?
No.
They use a pickle, but it's not the dill pickle. I think.
It's a little pickle,
Don't they use the other pickle?
About something else. I was thinking about the cabbage.
Oh, I
was
didn't talk
about that.
Yeah,
I didn't talk about. My mind was just somewhere else. But
your mind's on that Spam.
I know.
Oh, dude,
this guy's like, man, I can't wait for this podcast.
I just wish I had Spam now.
Dude, Spam and eggs.
Can we like make a podcast where we're like cooking and doing our podcast at the same time? That'd be dope, right?
Spam.
We're making guys. We're making Spam.
If Spam is listening, sponsor us.
Dude, they already know our sponsors.
Go to your local grocery store, your little bodega,
go to your local dollar store.
dollar store, dude, bro, facts.
They got Spam on
facts. Go to the Dollar Tree, dollar store, dollar everything, wherever it's at in your hometown. Just go in there and get some fucking Spam.
Dude, you can get everything you need for Spam Sammy right there.
Yeah, dude.
They got some bread. They got some chips. You can get that fucking dollar store cheese. It's it doesn't melt, but I've tried it before.
That McDonald's cheese.
It's like a square piece. It's like slices, like singles.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But it does not melt.
It's like the McDonald's cheese. You ever notice a McDonald's cheeseburger?
Yeah.
Cheese never melts.
Dude, I like the McDonald's cheese melt.
It's good, but they don't melt, dude. If you look at it, you open the bun, the cheese is like almost intact.
They kind of do.
It melts a little bit, but not enough. Where if you go somewhere else, the cheese kind of melts.
Like an oozy.
Yeah, like you would think. But that cheese don't melt.
Mm-hmm. So we became some food connoisseurs since we haven't been podcasting.
We're fat.
We're just all about food.
We're fat.
No, as a matter of fact, David, have you talked about your keto journey on the podcast?
David is literally half the man.
I'm half the man.
David over here is losing weight left and right, and he's just too modest to say so.
No, okay, here's the deal. Okay, I'm willing to acknowledge the weight I've lost. The problem is, as you know, like, when I get compliments on losing weight, I get lazy.
You're like, I must be good enough.
It's good enough. It's good enough. People do it. So
now you just want
I
Spam,
gotta stay smug as much as I hate it. I have to stay smug, and like I just gotta stay focused. But I get lazy because I like drinking beers. My biggest thing right now is I'm like, people ask me, oh, is it tough to give up like carbs, like sugar, and it's not. It wasn't too difficult. Once your mind is set, it's not. For me, for some weird reason, I like trying new beers. I get I love stouts, so I'm always asking, when I go to bar, do you have any stouts on tap? So the hardest thing for me right now is it's just kind of beers, because tomorrow we're going to a beer festival.
Oktoberfest.
So like that's the hardest thing, is just drinking. And then drinking leads to like, maybe a piece of toast to bread.
Those goddamn
them carbs.
Those potato chips from Famous Dave's that they throw at you. I seen them the last 2 days grabbing a chip or two.
Hey, Spam's keto friendly, ain't it?
Kind of.
It's just meat.
I think it has that sugar though. No.
No, it has like just added stuff in there to be careful, because even on keto you're supposed to watch like protein intake. So it's not like the big factor. It's always carbs and sugar. But yeah, no, I lost weight.
Yeah.
That's good.
Homeboy's
Your
in
titties got smaller. I noticed that.
They're still titties though, and that's the thing.
Homeboy's
but still,
homeboy could rock H&M now. He's on that H&M swag.
Oh, that's true. I can wear H&M.
That Forever 21.
Okay, so like, low-key, no. I remember once I went to the fucking there's a store in like mall in the mall. There's most malls, I'm assuming. Sun something.
Oh, PacSun.
Yeah. I went in there once, and I was like,
did you immediately walk back out?
Yeah, kind of. Basically, that's what happened. I walked in there, I was like, let's see what they have. And then I started looking at the sizes, and I'm like,
dude, this is for little guys, okay?
Yeah. I used to shop there. I used to get my pants there, and
they don't work no more.
I don't. No, it's not that. It's just I feel like if you shop there, you're kind of like an asshole.
Yeah,
you know,
it kind of gives you feel like an asshole being in there. I feel like,
and then
look at me and imagine me going in that store.
I want to see.
You think they're gonna tell me? They're gonna say, "Hey, would you like to buy?"
They're gonna pretty woman you. It's like, oh, I don't think you can wear that. You know.
Let's be honest. I get my clothes at the fucking Indoor Mart. All right, guy.
Hey, bro. Shout out to South Pole.
Dude, fuck those guys over there, dude. Dude, they fucking, they're all judging me and shit, looking at me, talking in their language and shit, and fucking laughing at me. Last time I was there, the guy like pointed at me, looked at his wife, and he was saying some shit in whatever, I think it was Korean or something. Fuck the guy. And he was laughing, and I looked at him like, ha.
Take my money, bitch.
Okay. Like, what the fuck was so funny? He was clowning on me, bro.
Take my money and give me a wet belt.
Like, this guy just stole something from us.
I want that.
You should have stole something. It was like, next time I go in there, I'm gonna steal.
You got to steal one of them lowrider sunglasses.
Dude, I don't want to know that. See, the thing is, I only go there for my fucking t-shirts.
Yeah.
Because I wear a big t-shirt, and they're comfortable, they're cheap.
He wears those like those colored shirts, like just colors.
Yeah,
no design or no logo. Yeah. There's nothing.
See, I used to wear shirts like that back in the day when I was a lot thinner, and then when I got bigger, those types of shirts with designs on them, the fabric they're a lot kind thinner, of makes you and they sit on your skin a lot tighter.
Yeah, they feel kind of like spandex, and it makes you feel like you're even fatter than, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So I wear I can rock what I want to rock. Why is your record player on, bro?
Don't worry about it. Keep talking about what the fuck you guys are talking about. You're like over here trying to be all discreet. No, I accidentally bumped my record player and it's fucking going. So now we're good. You guys were talking about wearing shirts, I think.
Yeah, I know. We were talking about Indoor Mart.
Oh yeah, we're talking about Indoor Mart and being.
I used to go there
profiled every time
I went through my slight gangster phase.
Every time I go in there, they're like, "Hurry up and buy!" I was like, "What?" No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. No.
I wouldn't go back. Fuck that.
I'm not gonna lie. Low key, that is the most New Yorkish like shop we have in here. Like it's just...
Nah, you gotta go into Forever 21, the guys section.
Oh my god!
Go to the Forever 21, the guys section. There's
I want to meet the guy that goes into Forever 21.
Forever 21 has a little guys section in the corner. I'm pretty sure they got all the cameras there. Excuse me. They got these crazy hip hop shirts that you know that these swag kids wear. But go to Forever 21. They'll have one in the mall, and you know they have that New York style. I think there, and like you said, Indoor Mart is like the only place you could go here and get New York style clothes.
Well, not like clothes, but even like that attitude,
that lifestyle.
Yeah, like the owners being kind of like dicks just reminds you, like,
hurry up and buy. You guys know what that's from.
You pay now. Yeah, hurry up and buy. I know what you're talking about. It's a lady, no?
It's Don't Be a Menace, right?
No, I wasn't thinking
Or
about
it's
that.
not. It's either it's from Don't Be a Menace or
Buy now.
fuck, I forget what there's Boys in the Hood, which is the real movie, and they're being racially profiled when they go in there and they shop for their 40s or whatever the fuck it is.
All right.
And then the Don't Be a Menace is like they're making fun of it,
Mm-hmm.
and the lady just keeps popping up. Hurry up and buy! Hurry up and buy!
Spoiler alert. Never saw both of them.
Oh well, if you haven't seen it now, you're never gonna watch it.
Yeah, and I'm at that point because I was like passed by. I was like, you know what? Everybody talks about it. It's one of those movies where you have to kind of see it, but I think the timing, it's just
Yeah.
I think it's too late for me to watch it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It was barely for me, but since I got family that fucking grew up watching that shit. So I'm influenced by what like for my uncle, for example, was the one that like I would know more about those '90s things or whatever than I would without him.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
like his favorite music when I was growing up was Bone Thugs. And that became my favorite shit to listen to as a kid growing up was Bone Thugs.
Mm-hmm.
And like, can you guys remember listening to Bone Thugs that much? I don't know.
Yeah, I actually, but it was the same situation. My older brother listened to Bone Thugs.
Yeah.
So that got me liking the Bone Thugs. And every now and then I just joke around, oh, it's a Thug and Freckers ball. Shit, like, dude, it's just kind of, yeah, that's kind of what it was. It's just like the influence. And then like later on you find out that there was like, Bone Thugs are kind of like just like the Wu-Tang. They just started bringing everyone in.
Dude, they're like the NWO back in the day.
Yeah,
They let anybody in.
Anybody in. So no, but I like Bone Thugs. Original Bone Thugs was pretty dope. Like
There's like 4 of them, right? Crazy, Lazy, Busy, Drizzy.
Drizzy.
What's the story, Wishbone?
What the heck?
You guys don't know Wishbone?
No, I watched the show
Come
on Wishbone.
on. We're talking about PBS, right?
Yeah.
Is that all PBS?
Yeah. It was
Wishbone?
local access. Yeah.
Little doggy running
Little
around,
doggy
shit,
running
telling
around.
stories, going on adventures and shit.
Yeah.
Don Quixote and shit.
No.
Remember that episode? Don Quixote.
I watched a fuck ton of that.
Is that the one with the lemurs?
Maybe.
No,
Oh,
that's a-
you're
The
talking about
Zumbafu?
Zumbafu?
That's a Boomafoo, bro.
Zumbafu?
Dude, those guys were dope.
Shout out to those guys. They never got caught a case.
They
You know what I mean? Like, they're not in the
You
news.
never got caught drugging some little animal.
They never.
Fucking taking advantage.
They
of
never, like, oh, yeah. The fucking lemurs would lick shit off their balls. You know? You never heard the kids, like, oh, yeah, I walked in on the twin brothers, like, fisting the lemurs.
fisting Zabus.
Fucking
Oh.
Zabu. Is that the cartoon one, the animated one?
Yeah, well, the actual.
Because
one
isn't
that
there
died a couple
isn't
years
there an
ago.
animated one, and then there's like 2 legit ones?
No. Okay, so it was one, I think, lemur that was legit, and then but he was also animated. So the legit lemur.
Oh, so he's just animated when he was talking.
Yeah.
Oh,
the legit
yeah.
lemur did like die a couple years ago.
Oh, he did.
I heard about that.
Drug
Yeah.
overdose.
The real lemurs.
Yeah, dude.
Depression?
Yeah,
Suicide?
yeah, dude.
You know, it's either suicide or drug depression or
Yeah,
drug
He couldn't deal with the fisting.
from the twin brothers,
It was before the Me
Chris
Too.
and Martin.
Yeah.
Is that
I
what
think
it
those
is?
are their names. I swear
It's
their names are Chris and Martin.
Yeah, it was Chris and Martin.
I swear, yeah.
I can recite the song for you, but I'm not going to.
Shout out to those guys though. They didn't catch a case.
No, they didn't. And you know what? They're actually doing pretty good for themselves. I think they're still in the animal scene, and they're still like doing stuff.
I think Barney might have had a scare like pre time. I think before
Him and the guy
movement.
from Blue's Clues were fucking hanging out.
Bro,
bonding together.
Steve.
What?
They were talking. I was actually listening to this thing, and they were actually talking about Steve, the original OG
Yeah,
Blue's Clues
did
guy.
he get caught on
No,
something?
no. Everybody thought that he was
No.
like into drugs or something like that,
I
or
thought
he
he
was in a
got
rock
caught.
band. But no,
No?
he's actually doing his own thing right now.
He's a hip hop. He was in hip hop.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still doing music.
You know who was in the hip hop? Steve-O. You see how far that went? You guys don't ever know. You guys didn't see that part, huh?
No.
He was trying to start his whole rap career when he was all fucked up on drugs. You guys never seen the rise and demise of Steve-O?
No, but I know he was pretty fucked up. I know he had a real, like, kind of just really dark.
He tried to get a whole rap game going on. You? That was out of here. But you know
With
what?
his voice?
Actually, speaking of Steve-O and Jackass, I think Steve-O's probably the only one still relevant and doing things nowadays.
Kind of.
He still tours. He does stand-up comedian comic show, stand-up
Yeah,
whatever show.
he does his Instagram live, and like the last big thing that he was in, it was like last year, when he was trying to save the whales. So he went
Was
on
that
this.
last year or was that?
That was like
a couple
last
years
year, I
ago?
swear. If not, it was like the beginning of the year, maybe 2016.
Yeah.
And that's when he was like protesting. What was it, Universal or one of the water parks, Water World?
World or whatever.
Yeah, he was like trying to protest it by jumping off onto the onto the whale, whatever what it was, on a billboard. Wasn't it like a billboard?
He
or something
went
like
onto this huge ass fucking. It was like a crane for building.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's
skyscrapers
right.
Or some shit.
And he had a toy, like
He
a
had
inflated.
an inflatable well.
Yeah, there you go. That's right.
But he's been doing shit after that.
Him and Johnny Knoxville. Johnny Knoxville had that movie earlier this year.
yeah.
Action Point.
Action Point. I seen it.
Didn't last long.
I didn't.
Didn't last long in theater.
Huh.
Here, at least.
Well, you know what? It seemed like it was some stunts in that movie that they would have done back in the day that kind of they were filled in or made look worse.
That filler.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly the same as Jackass, but I had a taste of it.
Right.
It looked good because I did want to see it. It was Action
Have you
Point.
seen it?
No, because when I was trying to see it, like literally came and left the theaters
Yeah.
within like 2 weeks.
I
Like
didn't
it
even
was
know
there
movie
that
existed,
long.
to be honest.
No, it came out like I want to
Yeah.
say like in July, maybe June.
To give you an idea of what the movie's about, he builds his own amusement park. Shit gets crazy.
Based off a real, true amusement park that was shut down, and they revived it by making it like extreme sports kind of,
Right.
where they didn't have like seatbelts and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like
There's a
you
lot
know
of
it was
mayhem.
gonna get shut down right away
Yeah, I was like, I
if
don't
it
know
came
if
to the
I wanna do
masses.
that.
But yeah, so it's about a theme park.
Yeah, I didn't even know
Need a
that.
beer, Lolo?
That movie
Straight.
existed. Although I heard some weird sounds coming from your end. Did you break glass on my floor?
No, I dropped my keys.
I was just joking.
Break the
I'm
walls
just trying to be
Dude, that was like an
problematic.
hour ago.
I know.
I know.
It's like, I just want.
Shout
I
out
wanna-
to your reflex skills, though. You know.
Alright, cracking open another one here.
By the way, we're drinking a Corona today. Corona, keep it extra.
Yeah, we're sponsored by Corona.
Do not keep it extra sometimes. Sometimes I can break it.
We're actually doing this podcast on the beach right now. Believe it or
Oh,
not.
yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, make it.
Oh, we're going.
And we're back.
Oh, we had to take a break for our sponsors. You know.
You might not have heard
Sorry.
it. If you have your ad block on, you didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
If you have that premium Apple podcast app, you're good to go. You didn't hear any advertisements from us.
How dare you just listen to this for free?
Dude, I can't wait to share this podcast with everybody. This is a fun podcast, tell you that.
Every
You know what?
podcast is fun, dude.
I
What are you
think
trying to
it's because it's the revival, man.
It
We're
is.
back in it. We're back in action.
Revival went viral.
Yeah, revival did it go viral? How about that? How about that, guys?
Let me give me dolls.
second.
Let me give me dolls balls. Let me give me dolls rays.
Yes.
Spaghetti soup.
Yes.
Wait, so I don't. Okay, this is my only question. Is I don't know if David has or has not.
My name's Rocha
Oh,
Guy.
that's right, Roach.
Are you speaking
Yeah,
to yourself in
like-
third person?
Oh yeah, it's third person.
Talking to yourself?
Have you seen Venom?
No, I haven't
Dude.
seen Venom. You know, Ryan wants to go see it. He said, "Hey, let's go see Venom."
You
I'm
should go
guessing
see
it's
it.
because he was hanging out with you guys. And you
Yeah,
guys were
we talked about it
And
yesterday.
then
Yeah,
he
we
was
talked
like,
about it.
"David, let's go see it." Yeah, because you influence whatever he does nowadays. So
Yeah, well, he is our best friend.
yeah, well,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Apparently, I didn't just know him since 6th grade. and
That
became best
that
friends.
doesn't matter.
Oh, dude,
'cause-
sixth grade was such a long time ago.
yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
it was
Live in
a
the
long
now.
time
Live in
ago.
the now, bro.
You're right. You're right.
Quit living in the past.
Fuck you, Ryan.
Ryan,
He
you're
won't
cool,
even
bro.
listen to our podcast, man.
won't.
I'll ask him to. And he
You know what?
probably
He's
won't.
probably busy. You know, he's probably busy.
no,
He's a
no,
dad. He's a
no.
dad.
You know, he's a dad.
If
He's a
he has
dad.
time to hang out with you guys, he's got time to.
Yeah, but see, that's different, man. Rib Thursdays, come on, bro.
Yeah, of course, it's ripped.
And what about what happened on Wednesday? Was that like a
Wing
float?
Wing Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got Wing Wednesday, you got Wing Thursday, and then you got Saturday and Sunday
No,
and
no,
Friday.
no.
We're gonna watch
Rib.
football
No,
together.
Rib Thursday, my friend. Oh, he told you about football? We don't want to like bring it up because we weren't sure if he'd let you know or not.
I
Oh,
didn't
yeah?
know that
I don't
you
even know
knew
what you're
that
talking
Ryan
about, but
was
I
a
wanna know
football
about now.
fan, to be honest. That's my guess.
Ryan, we need a special guest. Ryan, come in.
Yeah, we're gonna bring him in.
Hey guys, I'm a little
You know, if we time it out right, we can make it to where we can call him and I can get him.
Ooh, we could do some caller taking questions.
You know what? The man's in bed right now. I know he is. He's got to work tomorrow. He works hard.
He's a good man.
He works hard for his money.
And he owes us redemption burgers.
He does. Oh, dude.
What's the redemption burger?
So, the burgers from last weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember Ryan said he was going to barbecue, and he made those burgers, and we came through late, and David was like the only one.
David ate one?
David was the only one who ate one.
I had a bunless one. It was good. I like.
Yeah, he was like the only one that had a burger.
You want to know why I didn't eat one, or
you could say it.
I wasn't hungry. Okay.
Hey, that's cool.
It was a wild night.
He was hyping him up too.
Yeah.
But I saw the Snapchat he sent me. He got a log of nasty minced meat.
Did he?
It's like the hamburger meat that's like, you buy when you're fucking broke as fuck and you gotta make some spaghetti or some shit.
He got that snap.
Yeah,
he got that snap,
bro.
He got that snapped log.
Oh, it was a log as long as Lalo's cock.
He got that daily. He got that daily special meat from Ray Sturfoy. You know, the one that expires that day. He got that meat where you could get it for like $1 cheaper.
I'm the guy that says look out for those deals.
Well, you know what?
He got that. He got no. There's that, and then he got the one that's like the one that already expired. So like literally, they'll pay you to buy it. Like please,
you got the package a little brown to it.
Here, all you have to do is put a little Kool-Aid, mix in there, and it's good. It's good to go.
I'm sure they were good. I'm sure it came out fine. He does have a Traeger after all, and he cooks all his food on the Traeger.
Oh, now you say Traeger now?
Traeger can make that
$1
fucking
what he told me
hamburger.
was what he told me, and if he's listening to this,
he ain't listening to this.
Yeah, of course not.
If he is, he can suck.
But he said, if he is, he's gonna want to be back to redeem himself on you.
Love you, bro.
Yeah, bring it, bitch.
He said that he cooked him on someone else's grill. So,
that's right. I did hear that.
He said that
they were not Traeger burgers.
They were not on his grill.
So he was across the street at Little Raymond's house, barbecuing over there,
and brought him over.
Okay, so it's backstory. This is the night of the fight: Conor versus
McGregor.
Khabib.
Khabib is what I heard a lot of.
Yeah. Well, shall we talk about that fight, guys?
We can go into it, but you're going into something. We can go into the fight.
Well, basically, what I was going into is that they were cooking. They're not Traeger burgers. They could have been better. But they were not.
How do you grill next to a Traeger grill though? You know what I mean? When you're not using a Traeger
across the street,
that's still too close to a Traeger grill.
Well, originally the fight.
I'd go to a neighbor if I saw a Traeger grill and be like, "Yo, let me slap my meat on that grill."
Yeah.
Oh,
my grill's not up to par as yours, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way you should be eating a burger unless it's off a Traeger grill.
They were selling the Traegers at the fair.
Yeah, but were they Traegers though?
Yeah, real Traegers.
Is it Traeger from China though? That cheap ass Traeger.
Like a cheap Traeger?
Okay,
like misspelled Traeger.
I don't know. No, I mean, you mean like a knockoff Traeger?
Yeah.
What's is Traeger a company or is it a type of metal used or what was it?
I think it's the name of the company.
It's because their name's all over it.
Okay.
They could probably use the same metal that they use for like cheap ass grills.
But no, there's difference, I guess. If there's a name brand, there's the type of build or maybe features that earn the respect of the grill industry. I was just curious because you guys kept saying Traeger, and I don't pay attention to grills enough to know.
Mm-hmm. You don't like girls? Got him. Nope. No laugh, Lalo. God,
Lalo's smiling though.
I was holding it in, dude. I wanted to laugh. I wanted to laugh
for that.
But I was like, oh man, it's awkward when like someone makes a joke and nobody laughs.
I'll just go to the corner, guys.
So you don't laugh.
That's like that. Kill yourself. Like, damn, please.
You basically, without laughing, you told me to kill myself.
Pretty much.
Pretty
much.
At least, David, you could have laughed.
I could have.
I tried at your expense. Come on,
I try not to laugh so hard because I laugh at everything.
I wonder who's yelling the most into the mic. It's probably me. Holy shit.
You guys can't see this.
Are you on the top, David?
No, this is okay. At this point, what I'm seeing right now, it's not like moving like it normally does. I'm staying still because I have not figured out the software that much. But
is the timer still going?
Oh yeah, it's going like a motherfucker. So if we're bullshitting talking about this, then let's move on. Let's move on to the UFC fight. So Conor did not win.
He absolutely did not.
No, okay, I'm glad you said that because, like, today I saw footage on YouTube where they broke down when Khabib was on him, and Khabib was straight up like, "Oh, let's talk." Let's like when he's punching Conor, let's talk. And even like a round ended, I can't remember what round it was, and he said, "Let's talk," and Conor straight up said, "It's just business. It's just business." Like so, Conor was talking all kinds of shit, but Conor was like, "It's just business." But Khabib was like,
I don't know if you want to
"Let's
share
talk."
that card though, that it's business, because if whatever happens in this fight, there's gonna be more than one fight.
Yeah, but
So you can't really show your cards like this is how I get in your head by talking shit. It's just business. I don't mean it.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like anyone else, Connor was like, this is the fight, and he was talking all kinds of shit. But because he spent so much time away from the game, and because Khabib is Khabib, and he knows who Khabib is, this was more of a business move. Like the Khabib fight, I feel was more of a business fight versus.
Yeah, but do you want to
for Khabib?
But no,
Yeah.
but do you want him to know that it was a business move? You shouldn't throw your cards out on the table
Khabib was
when you
pissed.
know that there's going to be another fight.
No, yeah, Khabib was pissed.
Yeah.
He realistically he was mad because I didn't watch too much of the press conferences or whatever.
I did see the YouTube highlight of the weigh-ins, and it showed that whole thing, and Connor was being Connor,
Well, like
being ultra aggressive, and then Khabib was just.
I heard Connor just straight up attacked like Khabib.
He tried to. I mean, Dana White was in the middle the whole time,
Did he try to
and
kick him?
yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
he did.
Well, this is
But,
like,
I mean,
but he was like
verbally, though.
a few feet away, honestly. Like that would not connect. But Dana White was in the middle. He was like, "Don't talk," and Connor kept on saying stuff, and Khabib just kept, the stare down. When you do the stare down,
So
you're not supposed to talk to your opponent, I guess.
no, you're just
And Dana
kinda-
White's like holding back, and he's telling Connor, "Stop talking. Don't talk. Just do a stare down."
So like, okay, so now I gotta ask you guys, how much of that was just business, or was there more personal? If the fight
No, it's
would've
all
gone-
business.
I don't think Connor has.
He has no
That-
ill will towards Khabib.
He has no reason to be angry at anybody.
Exactly.
Right.
It's a business.
It's all about he's keeping up
trying
his
to
own
get-
persona. He's
he's-
keeping up his own shit, and he's making money. He's making fights.
He wants you at your worst. He's attacking you physically with his words, and he's trying to get in your head,
So-
and he's trying to throw you off your game. He doesn't care who you are. Khabib, he's met him before. There's a picture circulating that they met before, and they were like,
Right.
they had a photo op. So it's always business. Sometimes there's a little bit of heat between two fighters, but for the most part, you don't really see that fighter.
I think Ferguson could beat Connor. He was.
I don't know about that.
He just fought Pettis, right?
He did, and that was a good
think
fight.
Ferguson could even beat his ass.
I don't think Ferguson could.
I think good.
He looked good against Anthony Pettis, but Anthony Pettis, he's kind of a little bit past his prime, I think. He's not on McGregor's level.
Man, well, he'll never get to McGregor's level. I mean, are you talking about? Well, not Pettis. Obviously, you're talking about Ferguson.
No, I'm talking about Pettis. I was like, he fought Pettis. They had a great fight. I think Anthony Pettis is kind of past his prime.
Yeah.
I don't see him being a McGregor
I don't
level.
think he's gonna get that much. He would have already done it.
Yeah,
Right.
and if it happened before, but I don't think
Didn't
Ferguson.
Khabib win his title by fighting a bunch of nobodies, anyways?
Yeah, that is true, but he
that's
did
the
beat
con-
McGregor.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
And he
did beat McGregor. He had the title.
And this fight was all Khabib.
yeah,
I'd say about 80-20 was Khabib.
I
that's-
gave
and
Conor
that's-
second round knockout, and if it wasn't gonna happen, Khabib was gonna take the win.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Um,
I had Khabib.
yeah, the first couple rounds, Khabib held the momentum, which I thought was weird because Conor tends to dominate.
Yeah,
Early. So that for me was already not a good sign for Conor. And obviously that is the outcome of the fight. But I don't know. My thing was just the BS, like the fact that they were they weren't mic'd up, but the fact that they picked up enough conversation, because apparently Conor is the guy that will talk shit to you while you're fighting him.
mm-hmm.
But in this scenario, Khabib was like, "Oh, let's talk." Like while he's punching Conor, he was just kind of, "Let's talk."
It's because Khabib watched film and he saw that McGregor talk shit. He's like, well, how come you're not talking shit? Like, talk shit to me, Like
Yeah.
he was probably he was trained to hear shit during
Yeah.
the fight. Like he
Yeah,
knew that
probably.
he was in
You're
talk. And when the fight happened, McGregor didn't say much. Like, well, how come you're not talking? Like he's kind of like, hey, talk some shit,
Yeah.
Like say what you're gonna say during the fight. And I think Khabib was waiting for it, but it never happened. And Khabib was like, all right, you're gonna say something or not?
I can see that.
So, and I think that's how I see it. Like Khabib, these guys train for everything. These guys see like the fights from their opponents. They see everything that they do. So Khabib was waiting for it, and it never happened. And Khabib dominated the whole time.
But it was almost like Khabib was super comfortable.
And Khabib knew McGregor's kind of dirty tactics. You know what I mean? Like, he knew that what Conor McGregor did.
Whether it's the fact that Khabib is a better fighter, or maybe it was that, like, Khabib, his staff is just like, he definitely just dominated.
Look,
and
this
that
is how
caught
you
me the
beat
fuck
Conor.
off, dude, yeah.
You take him to the ground. That's how you beat him.
No, that's the thing, on the ground, but at the same time, Khabib showed better stand-up game, even. Like,
He showed that he could do it.
He
but
could.
That's not how he beat
I don't
him.
know.
Okay,
I don't
I'll
know.
give
Yeah,
him
you
that.
don't want to beat him on their feet. You want to take him down.
Yeah.
You want to beat him
Absolutely.
by
He
your
stood
standards.
up for a little while just to basically show he could.
It did take the first round. It took a while for Khabib to get a takedown.
Did you see Conor try to take him
McGregor was doing a good job in the beginning of like trying to avoid those takedowns. Like he shot a few of those down.
He was trying.
Okay, so
he was trying.
The fight ended in the third round, right?
Fourth round, I think. I thought.
Fourth, third, whatever round it ended. The last round.
It had to have been fourth.
I think it was the fourth round, honestly.
Okay. So whatever round it was, I thought Conor actually looked better at the last round. I thought he looked more comfortable, but it's just his mistakes ended up costing him. But I kind of started realizing that shit, he's kind of turning stuff around, and it kind of looked like things were gonna go in his favor. But then he slipped up. He got taken down. He got submitted. I felt like that was a weak ass submission, but whatever.
No, that was a good submission.
Yeah, I know. But
I
it was
think
weird
that
because
it wasn't under the chin. It wasn't, but it was enough.
But his mouth was open.
Yeah,
if you see, his mouth was open.
It was enough discomfort to like tap out.
His mouth was open when it happened, so it was like this, kind of like that.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Conor fight Nate Diaz for that third and final fight.
Yeah, I kind of do.
I mean, especially after getting this loss against Khabib. Come on, Conor. Why don't you just take the fight against Nate now?
Yeah,
right? Wouldn't that make sense?
I would like a conclusion to the trilogy.
Hell yeah, that could make decent money.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
Conor could still make money on fights.
And Conor still draws, no matter what. Conor still draws. He still.
It's a good fight going back down where he's not fighting a premier fighter. Not saying that Nate Diaz is not a premier fighter, but he's
Diaz
not like
he's on his way out. Yeah,
he's kind of like. It's tough to explain because I don't want to like degrade him as being a mid carder, but it's a good fight for Conor to get back on his feet because he was out of UFC for 2 years. So, like I said, that's why I had Khabib is the ring rust from McGregor. So if it's a good fight for him to go back to Diaz, and then after Diaz, if he wins, maybe a title shot for one of the belts, or maybe another fight. But that's a good comeback.
Yeah,
That'd be dope.
Kind of like a little shout out to fucking Conor though, because he took a year or 2 years off, and then he came back into a hot fighter. Like literally, Khabib he's on top.
Fire. He was rolling.
Yeah.
He was still going. He still had everything.
So,
he had the biggest advantage because of he was still fighting.
Yeah. So instead of taking like a warm up fight, which he should have, and if he was in boxing, that probably
like Ronda Rousey should have done.
Ronda was weird. And I agree with like Joe Rogan. The difference between Ronda, kind of, and like Conor, was Ronda kind of her management team and everyone, they accepted everything that came their way, movie deal, TV show deal, the media stuff. So she was heavily distracted. Conor's been quoted saying, "There's plenty of time for that stuff when I'm ready to throw in the towel fighting." So Conor's mentality is he is going to be a fighter, and when he's done, he's done.
He knows there's a post life.
Yeah. So like, I guarantee Conor's character, the fighter, I'm pretty sure he's gotten like definitely some sort of like roles for some sort of action movies, TV shows, appearances like that, and he's probably turned them down. Because like
he wants to focus on the ring still.
Yeah. So, and that's the difference is I heard that Ronda was just because Ronda was doing TV shows, she was doing movies. So she wanted
to be an all around star.
Her camp caved into the
But it's a good thing too.
Oh,
'Cause
WWE
it's a good.
makes
It's a good.
perfect
It's
sense,
a good thing.
For her, yeah.
It's a good thing too because say if she didn't take no movies and she was and she still got beat in the ring and she decides to retire. Well, it's a little bit harder to get those movie roles.
Yeah.
So it's better to take that opportunity while you can. That way, if something does fall through,
I mean, it's
you
worked
have
in
a
the
backup
past.
plan.
Just check it out. You got The Rock. You got John
Dude,
Cena.
these,
You got them doing these movies. I mean, John Cena.
but they
not
were
so
kind of
big,
bred. They were kind of bred to be a multitaskers, to take on most tasks. Because Vince McMahon, who runs WWE, he's a multitasker.
Yeah, yes.
So I think he like trains these guys because these guys are on the road 350 days out of 356 days of the year. So these guys know about a grueling schedule where you're doing so much shit in one day that they're trained. Like when they go to a movie role, like, oh, this is all you want me to do, or hey, let's shoot some more. We have all this day to do.
They're literally action like.
There's action stars.
They're action stars that have to act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, and then these studios like, oh no, we need to calm down. You guys are going too much, but no, these guys are up for it. So shout out to Vince McMahon training these guys to be multi-talented superstars. The Rock, the #1 movie star the last year. His movies will not be that great, but he's doing it.
Yeah, we're getting a little sidetracked there.
Well,
with this.
Speaking of
can
wrestling,
we talk
though,
about spam again? Because I love spam.
speaking of wrestling, you guys hear about the latest huge news going on around?
no.
What is
So basically, they're having a pay-per-view on November 2nd called the Crown Jewel, and it's taking place in Saudi Arabia again.
Okay, this is a big thing.
This is a
big
big story that's going around. This is so WWE went to Saudi Arabia earlier this year for the Greatest Royal Rumble. First time ever they've been there. They did a show in Saudi Arabia, and they had heat because it's a place where they didn't allow any female wrestlers, so they didn't have any women wrestlers in that pay-per-view. Like none of the women went to Saudi Arabia. And WWE is known for trying to get the women's revolution going, or evolution, whatever they want to call it.
Yeah, the women's.
And so they felt like it was a step back. Well, they signed a 10-year deal with Saudi Arabia for like a shitload of money to perform for like the next 10 years. And so they're going back to Saudi Arabia this year, the November 2nd. And there's big controversy over a reporter who's gone missing. And now all these guys...
What?
Yeah.
Is a reporter gone missing?
Yeah, a journalist.
Where
in Saudi Arabia
is Carmen Sandiego?
Oh God,
is she a reporter?
it was a guy.
Carmen Sandiego?
Carmon.
Get out of here, dude! It's Carmen Sandiego. Thank you.
He wants that 3-finger pour.
Oh yeah. Okay, so real quick, the last 30 to a minute, I've purposely been opening a can of beer and pouring hard alcohol.
I'm drinking a shot of whiskey right now.
Yeah. Oh, you're taking a shot. Okay. Anyway, keep going. This is actually.
But it's big national news. It's circulating around. Even in the government, there's senators that are calling for WWE to pull this pay-per-view that's going to have in Saudi Arabia because of the political stuff that's going down over there.
I could put
USA doesn't want to be involved in this.
No, they don't.
But the thing is, if WWE pulls, they have a contract with Saudi Arabia. So there's a chance if they pull this, they could get sued up their asses.
They can, and on top of that, it is Saudi Arabia is very rich. It's a rich country.
Yes.
And this is for one night in Saudi Arabia. It's a multi-million-dollar appearance that this company is doing.
Dude, Saudi Arabia has money.
Yeah,
dude, the last pay-per-view, if you watch the pay-per-view, you would see, like in the first 3 rows, you'd see couches instead of chairs. And it's like for the families, they would buy a whole row just for their people to see. And you see couches in the first 3 to 5 rows. They'd spend over millions of dollars just to sit there. Who else would do that? Like, you don't see that in the USA, United States, when they tour and stuff like that. It's rare to see that. And Saudi Arabians, they'll throw money because they got money.
They can, right?
Dude, they
like
when the WWE first came, they were talking about bringing these wrestlers and they'd pay extra money. They were talking about who were they talking about? What's the Giants' name? Freaking
the Giants' name.
No, not the Great Khali. Who's the
Big Show?
God damn
The
it.
Big Show.
No, the stupid big motherfucker that died.
Oh.
Andre the Giant. They wanted Andre the
Do you not
Giant.
remember Andre the Giant?
I know, I swear to God, it just
Jesus
missed my head.
Christ.
Andre the Giant, they wanted him. They wanted Ultimate Warrior. And they wanted some other guy, but they're like, sorry to tell you this, but all these guys are dead. We
Dude, the
can't
Ultimate
bring back.
Warrior was
Really?
a beast.
Alright, I gotta pee, kind of. But you guys
Okay,
keep bullshitting
yeah,
about
we'll
this.
talk.
If not, I got football stuff I kind of can mention. I don't know, maybe.
But anyway, so yeah,
David,
it's
if you shake it more than twice, you're playing with it.
I'm already shaking right now.
All right, Lalo, let's talk about Dave while he's gone.
Yeah, that piece of shit.
He's been drinking all the alcohol, not sharing with us. What the fuck?
Flashing us.
Ew, I know. He should keep that fucking beast in his pants.
Oh, I got a piece in my pants.
Oh!
I got that BDE disease.
BDE, big dildos?
Big dick energy.
Bathroom's occupied.
Ooh,
Oh.
occupied. Oh, he's back.
David just got cock blocked.
Oh, dude, I'm ready to piss outside. I probably should, actually.
You could if you wanted to.
Be environmental.
You should
Well, I
work
think,
on your
yeah.
bladder and get it bigger.
I should. Don't we have 2 bladders? No. Those are kidneys. Those are kidneys. I'm sorry.
What the heck?
Don't we have 2 bladders?
The heck?
That's intelligent.
All right, I'm gonna go outside.
no,
I thought I was.
Hey,
I thought it was a cool to hold.
Hey, we could pause it too.
we don't need to pause it.
Okay.
We don't need to pause it.
All right,
This is natural,
remember
bro.
my advice from earlier. I wonder how long this podcast has gone for.
It's gone good enough.
It's pretty good, huh?
It's going pretty good. You know, we're back.
Boys
Boys are back in town.
Yeah, the girls are. The boys are back in town.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I think it's pretty fun.
That's good.
You know, we haven't talked about football yet.
We'll get to that.
There isn't much. I mean, there's not too much to talk about. I guess
There's something.
we're
to
not
talk
doing
about.
our picks like we did last year.
I think we'll probably do that in a week or two. You know, we'll probably get back into it.
We could do
Right
that
now, it's
soon.
more of like more of the, the welcome back Cotter.
Yeah,
Speaking of Cotter, Colin Kaepernick,
yeah.
that rhymes. No, it doesn't.
Not really, but I got you.
I noticed that there's a mural someone painted here in Yakima of Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you heard about that.
I have
saw
not seen it.
I saw it on Facebook somewhere, and it's a mural of Colin Kaepernick, and it's pretty cool. He has his afro, and it says the Nike logo, or that Nike line that they gave him.
Yeah.
Believe in something, even though you shouldn't believe or whatever.
Wow.
But it was pretty cool, something local,
I didn't see it. Where is it at?
I do not know, but I saw it on a wall somewhere. Like, it was on the internet, I saw.
That's
But
pretty dope.
It's pretty cool, to see, that national attention get out here.
You know that whole Kaepernick thing it's a very touchy subject amongst others.
Yeah.
I mean, we got friends. We have mutual friends that think that it's stupid.
I talked to homeboy about it yesterday,
Okay.
and I figured you were kind of mentioning
Yeah.
him. But we talked about it.
So I
and-
mean, and I can agree on both sides. I can. I'm like, okay, yes and no.
yeah, we were talking about it, and like I was telling him, like, yeah, this is the reason. I was like, dude, did you know that Nate Boyer, who served in the military, was the one who suggested the kneeing? And he's like, oh, really?
Oh shit!
You sure? He was, yeah, like an actual in-service person was like, hey, you should kneel.
See, that's the thing with people. That some personal people's beliefs are just so strong without any fucking knowledge. Or
Well,
anything
it's about the
behind it.
narrative. The narrative changed
They're
when,
just- well, yeah.
when a certain president tweeted, oh, he's disrespecting the flag. When he never asked, was like, why are you doing this? He just blamed him for something,
Yeah.
and so that president's gonna get more coverage than a football player is.
Mm-hmm.
He has his own. He has his own emergency broadcast system on the phones. So if he tweets something and he goes,
Are you
that was
kidding me?
hilarious.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Shit?
everybody got it.
Yeah, everyone.
That
got it.
was some shit.
So imagine,
right there.
imagine it's gonna go off every time you tweet something, or like, hey, we're gonna just fuck up with North Korea just
Hell,
because.
I will cry. I'll throw my phone into the river.
I think it still is gonna happen though.
If it were to happen every time the motherfucker was to tweet, that shit's going in the fucking.
Did you guys see Odell Beckham Jr. Hit a fan over the weekend?
I heard
Yeah,
he was
dude.
being a little baby, little
Yeah,
bitch.
so it was Thursday night football. Go Eagles, fly Eagles, fly,
Jeez.
fly Eagles, fly. It
I
was the
said
first.
weekend, but yeah,
I
it was-
swear it was the first game the Eagles had this season where they actually looked like last year's Eagles team. They
Yeah.
looked really good.
Yeah.
They haven't been doing good because of injuries and just different things. I don't want to blame it on that. You know, we are where we're at. We're at 500. We're happy, but we were just tearing up the freaking Giants. And Odell Beckham, it was halftime. Before halftime, he starts walking towards the tunnel like he's pretty much leaving his teammates.
Right.
And everybody's still, you know, they still have like 10 seconds. I mean, that's nothing. You're not going to win the game that way, but you're kind of leaving your teammates on the field. It's kind of like when Vontae Davis just retired at halftime. You know, you kind of leave your players like, hey, dude, what the heck?
Yeah.
You know, we're a team, we're a family, we're a camaraderie. But he said that he was cramping and he needed an IV. I didn't see no trainers go with him.
That's fine. It doesn't matter. There's trainers back there, maybe.
Yeah, but still, when you're going for an injury, trainers usually walk you out. But anyways, he leaves, and then they saw that, and then they had cameras on him the whole time on the sidelines, and he's, you know, hyping himself up, and then he starts attacking the fan.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he attacked the fuck out of that fan.
He's gonna get sued by that fan, by the way.
Oh yeah, dude, that fan is fucking a genius. Odell, hit me! Oh yeah, that's a good idea, buddy. Good job. Nice win.
Segue in the NFL. Yeah, no, that was.
But it's crazy because he just signed that 5-year contract extension.
Did he?
He knew what he was going into signing that contract with the Giants.
What they need to do is get rid of Eli and bring in Kaepernick.
Yeah, they can't. Oh,
So we had this talk yesterday. I swear, like, Kaepernick is not a starting quarterback, but he's well
I think
enough.
it's more for the memes, man.
But he's well enough to be where half these quarterbacks are in. Like, he's way better than half these quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Dude, they could send Fitz Magic.
He's
they can
done
send
already.
Fitzpatrick over to fucking
to New York.
the Giants. Fuck it. That guy's badass, dude.
No, he's not.
Fitzpatrick.
He's terrible. He has those 2 good games for the year.
Did you see his beginning games?
Yeah, and look at him now.
Obviously, they're going to play the other guy.
No, they didn't let him back on. He still started when Winston came back. What
I think
happened?
he played half the game
What
or
happened?
some shit like that.
What happened?
I don't know.
Fitzpatrick threw like 4 interceptions.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, he was trash.
I think he's still got some ability in him. Man.
He has
Come on,
a little
he has
bit, but
to.
he's not a starter.
But he's better than Kaepernick.
He's better than Kaepernick?
He's got to be. I have to put hands
That's
down
terrible.
on that one. He's got to be.
That is terrible.
He has to be.
That is terrible.
Kaepernick.
That's terrible.
Come on, dude. The guy's garbage.
Kaepernick?
Yes.
Did you know his last full season with the 49ers? He had his best completion rate year last year. The last
For
year
him?
he played.
Well, that doesn't mean shit.
He was the top quarterback
For himself?
in the league. He had the best completion
in
rate.
The league, there's no fucking possible way.
Had the best completion rate.
I have no idea. Who was that running back on that team?
Carlos Hyde.
They just kept running the
Carlos
ball. Then
Hyde.
he
No,
threw
that
3 balls a
Hyde.
game.
Carlos Hyde.
I know they had Gore.
No, Carlos Hyde.
They
Hyde?
had Gore a couple years ago.
Gore's been with the Colts for at least the last 3 years.
No, maybe 2 years.
3.
The Kaepernick season, they had Gore.
No, the last one, it was
Yeah, because I remember
Carlos Hyde.
But, okay, I know Hyde, but they had Gore.
No, they did, but I'm saying the last year,
Okay.
Colin Kaepernick
Okay.
started the last full year. He had Carlos Hyde.
Kaepernick got figured out. And this is, as a Hawk fan, this is my beef with San Francisco. They had design run plays. I hated that.
Yeah.
Because I was a big fan of Russell Scramble. Oh,
Yeah.
I love that, dude. I love the scramble. Oh, what's
Dude, nowadays Russell's fucking throwing blocks.
No, he's always done that, dude. He's always
He's always
Russell
good
is
advice.
He's out there this year with
no, dude.
in front of Mike Davis.
Russell is like the quarterback you want. Like the play's designed for me to block. Like he's gonna go out there and he's gonna block his fucking ass off. Like, dude, Russell is 100% a team player.
But nobody else is going to
100%
block for him.
Yeah. Fuck you. But that's facts. But no. Russell, like when a quarterback's play is dead, like you hand it off,
They'll stay.
then they'll be like, they stay in the pocket and be like, oh fuck,
Or they'll run.
you lost 2 yards,
They'll
bro.
do that. They'll do that bootleg where they'll hand it off, and the runner's going that way, and they're gonna go this way.
Yeah,
They're gonna go across the play.
dude, Russell follows it. He's gonna block for his boy. Russell's he's the guy. He's the kind of quarterback you want. He's 100% a team leader. He's 100% leader.
He's 100% our team. Okay.
And that too.
Look, but you know what? This last week's showing against the Rams was fucking awesome. They show that they aren't.
I'm glad you
they're
said
not,
that.
They're not here just to get pushed around.
I'm glad you
They're
said
still
that.
ready to play ball,
But
and they look like they had some fucking offense.
But then again, it is a division game,
It is, but
so
Yeah.
they do
Yeah.
know
Dude,
they do
Yeah.
know the personnel. Anybody in that division knows each other's personnel, so they know styles, they know routes, they know how these guys like to catch balls, they know how to run, they know all that stuff. So that's the benefit of the doubt right there.
Yep.
To me. Now, if it wasn't in their division, I'd probably hype up that game even more. But these guys see each other twice a year, every year.
Yeah. But I'm glad Roach just said that. Like hyped, even though Seattle lost,
It was a good loss.
it was a good loss.
It was
And
a good loss.
They put it out there, man.
yeah, the Rams, like, okay, they were a joke for a couple years, like most teams, except for the Browns. They've been a joke forever.
Yeah, just for a few years, yeah.
But
For like 10 years.
yeah,
Well, they used to be decent before.
Yeah,
I
they
remember
did.
we were in
They-
high school and they
98,
were still
yeah,
good.
98, 99.
yeah, they were turning it up. They went to shit, but now they're a fucking tough ass fucking team now.
I think Vegas has them in the Super Bowl.
I can see that.
That's why Ryan made
I
that
can
bet
see
with me. He
that
says
they're gonna make
Rams are gonna win the Super Bowl. I got you. I said I'll
Really?
take that bet.
I still don't see them getting out.
Okay.
I still don't see them. I see them.
They
going-
have the talent
I
to
see
get
them
there.
going-
They have the talent to get there.
I see them losing in the first round still.
And I 100% agree with you, kind of. For some reason, I feel like they have a great team. They have a great
But
season
they
team.
falter.
But I feel like they're not a postseason team.
Yeah.
I am not convinced that they're a postseason team.
Well, we're gonna see this year when Seattle
Well,
doesn't make it to
we'll
the playoffs and
What?
Rams do.
What?
We're going to get wild card.
No, not even.
We're gonna be if
Not
we
even.
do, we're getting wild card. If we do
Nope.
make it, we're getting wild card.
There's so many good NFC East or NFC
We're-
teams.
right,
That,
okay, so
Well, Arizona.
no,
San
I'm
Francisco-
saying but I'm saying NFC teams. There's a lot of good NFC teams.
yeah, NFC's
We're stacked this year.
NFC's been tearing it up the last like couple of years. The last like couple of years.
Well, hell, the Eagles won the Super Bowl. NFC champs.
Well, hell, the Eagles have been looking like shit up until recently.
We're still 500. We're still 500. Still in it.
Yes, they had a
What are
really
you
good
guys?
game. They had a good game. Yes, they
What
had
are
a
you
good.
guys?
They had a good game. It looked like themselves.
What's your record?
I don't even know, guy.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't keep track.
Exactly.
5 games. I think we're 2-3.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we're turned up. We're the best 2-3 team in the league.
Dude, they're
You can't
they're
do
going to make
better
a
than
turnaround. Look, Baldwin, it's not doing so well so far. But Lockett has been
yeah, of course.
a fucking long threat down the
Lockett's
field.
been locked down as a fucking Russell.
Well, Lockett is that speed runner.
He gets
you know-
he needs 2 or 3 plays a game and he makes a difference.
Baldwin has always been that slot receiver.
Okay,
He's not a true number one
If we're
receiver.
talking Hawk stuff, which I'm surprised because Lalo is not a big Hawk fan, but you can't avoid him.
Yeah, I can't avoid him. They're
We're
everywhere.
low key. We're getting the run game back.
I don't want to say that's too soon.
I think
I know
too
it's
soon.
soon. I
think-
know it's too soon.
Look, I think it is on this. It's on the peak. It's kind of not peak. That's not good.
it's on the rise.
It's on the
There
rise.
you go.
It's in the positive.
Yes.
It's better than being in the negative. Like, oh man, they can't run for shit. They still can't run for shit.
I think they're showing that they can.
You guys want to hear something crazy?
Uh,
Before Earl Thomas went out, I think I might have told you this. There was talks that there was going to be a trade going on with Steelers for you guys to get Le'Veon Bell and them to get Earl Thomas.
Really, I didn't not know that.
There were some talks. I don't know how far it went, but there was talks that they were discussing that trade, along with a second round draft pick.
Thomas got hurt.
But Thomas got hurt that next week, and that trade is gone.
No wonder there was that.
But that'd be
saltiness.
a great move.
That would have been awesome.
That'd be a great move
Yeah.
because Le'Veon Bell is a great blocker. He's a good, run blocker. So if he's a good option for a line, to protect Russell Wilson. He'll get his yards.
I like. I would like. That would have been awesome. You know what I don't like is how much of a fucking bitch Bell is.
Nope.
That's what I don't like.
Nope. This is
Well,
This is the reason why he's doing it. Look what happened to Earl Thomas.
Yeah, but he still showed up to play
What
for his team.
if he didn't get paid though?
Then fucking retire.
Because he sat. Remember,
Retire.
he
then.
sat. Earl Thomas sat before
Dude,
the season.
there has to be some sort
Earl
of
Thomas-
respectable loyalty
No. There's
somewhere
no
in there. There has to be something in there.
There's no loyalty.
There has to be.
There's no loyalty.
I don't think the NFL today.
There's no loyalty. There's no loyalty.
Well, I respect more loyalty than I do.
What if Le'Veon Bell got hurt and he played off the franchise tag? What happens next year? He loses money because of injury.
Well, he's an idiot.
No, he's not. He's smart. He's smart. Look at Earl Thomas. If remember Earl Thomas sat in the preseason, and he didn't go to Seattle at all. He lives in Seattle. He lives in Renton, I believe, or something like that. He lives in the area.
Right.
His daughter goes to school. Remember there was big hype when he went back to Seattle only because he was taking his daughter to school. That was showing signs that he's gonna get back to Seattle. He didn't want to go back to Seattle. He wanted a new deal, or he wanted to be traded. There's a reason why these guys want to be re-signed right away, because there's always that possibility of getting hurt in the NFL. You could get hurt in the first play, and then after that year, they're going to cut you. So imagine how many years he's put into that organization. He's gotten paid. He wants more money because liability.
He was drafted by Seattle. His career has been Seattle.
Do you not believe he should have gotten more money?
He should be. No, I agree with you.
I'm talking about Earl Thomas. I'm talking about Earl Thomas.
Earl Thomas deserves.
Do you believe he deserves a deal?
He absolutely
Even though he's turned 30. Biasly, you'd want to give him a contract. He deserves. He's the last of the Legion of Boom.
Nah, I'll pass.
He deserves.
I'll let him go.
He deserves money that's coming to him.
But see, he resigned and now he got injured.
Look, this is no longer the Legion of Boom.
He resigned.
Over there. That's not existent no more.
He resigned his contract.
That's tough.
Yep, that's why
he's gonna come back.
That's why he got carted out like this. Fuck you, Seattle.
That's tough, man. That's tough as fuck.
If Le'Veon Bell played out his franchise tag, top 5 salary in the league, and he gets hurt, and he comes back next year, and they try to re-sign him, they're not gonna give him his money.
Yeah.
Well,
he has to do it for. You got to do it for yourself. If you're out there yourself, say you're Le'Veon Bell yourself, would you want to play with a contract where you're going to be set for a couple of years, or you're going to play a contract where you're a season and you get hurt? You're not going to get money next year. You got a family to feed. You got yourself to feed.
I guess I have that more home family mentality where I want my backers to have my back and to be there when I need you. That's what my mentality is. That's what I want.
It's everybody's mentality.
But look at if he comes back week 8 or whatever it is and starts playing for the team.
All right. So we had a last minute error there.
Another sponsor.
Yeah, another sponsor. Yeah. You just had to skip over because you use ad block.
Spam the family meat.
Get your meat
from spam.
Yeah, anyway, this podcast has gone on for quite some time. I'm surprised, but I'm semi-happy.
Yeah. The revival has come through, guys.
It's a healthy revival.
And it feels better than ever.
Yeah.
I'm digging it. I'm digging the shit out of it. Let's do it again.
We'll see you guys in another year.
Yeah. I'm down, bro. Because I got things going on. I might flake. So we'll see what happens.
Anyway, I just realized I never said who I was, even though you guys know.
Yeah,
the one person. This is Davito.
And I'm fucking Rocha.
And I am STD free Lalo.
Oh,
gee,
is that knock on wood?
Confirmed.
Look at that. He's been working on that for a while.
Although I do have chlamydia.
When did you get rid of yours? I was like, when did you get rid of your herpes? They're not flared up right now.
That's we're starting season 2, quote unquote. So it's been dope, fellas.